Hi there, I'm Millie Francis from Everything Stained Glass, and I'd like to welcome you to my studio today. What I'm going to talk about is tools, but first of all I'd like to ask you a question. Do you know what are the essential tools you need for stained glass? Some people, when they haven't done any before, they think that you need really enormous complicated machinery, but really it's very small handheld tools that you need. So I'll take you through them all now and you'll see all the essential tools you need. Okay, what do you think number one is? The most and best thing of all. Number one, gorgeous glass. If I had to try and guess what had drawn you to stained glass, I would say three things: colour, light and texture. It's just absolutely exciting when you go into a shop and see the huge display of different types of glass. You can get transparent ones like this one and opalescents like this one. That's the two main categories, but within that there's thousands, well probably hundreds of variations, and which makes your palette so exciting. What about number two? Number two, comfortable cutter. Cutters are a really important part of your kit, so you want to get a nice one that's comfortable for you. This is a pistol grip cutter and it's got a swivel head, as does this pencil grip cutter here. Both have a reservoir for oil and both have detachable heads and a little tiny wheel at the end there. This little screw is what you unscrew when you want to replace the head, and this tiny little one makes a carbide wheel, makes a scratch on the glass, which is then broken off with the pliers. And number three, great Groza breakers. I love Groza breakers and I think they're really underrated. These are a special type of pliers for stained glass, and they've got a serrated jaw and a nice little spring there so that the handles go backwards and forwards without any effort. If you have a closer look at those jaws, you can see that they're a bit like a file, which is what they do, they nibble away the glass. There's a round and a flat jaw, and the inside of the round one is also serrated. This is the breaking bit of the Groza breakers. You put the flat jaw on top along the score line and just break it off. And this is the grozing part of the Groza breakers, where you're nibbling the glass off to make it tidy. Magic. What about number four? Round running pliers. These are absolutely brilliant pliers for breaking or running a score. You've got a rounded cushion jaw which applies pressure on either side of the score line, and a little screw for adjusting the width of the jaws. I've already done a score line here, and if you line up the middle of the jaws with that and press the handles together, it runs the score and your glasses apart. Numero 5, safe scythe stone. I really have trouble saying that, or sometimes known as a sharpening stone. If you don't yet have a tabletop grinder, you can use one of these carborundum stones to make your glass safe and grind it a little bit. Make sure you wet it first. And 6, coated copper foil. This is a roll of sticky copper tape that goes around the edges of your glass for the solder to stick to. It comes in different widths and with different colour backings. This one here is a copper coloured backing, and you can see from that it's a little bit sticky. And what about number 7? Sizzling soldering iron. Along with your cutter, your sizzling soldering iron is the other really important part of your kit that you can't afford to scrimp on. This one is a temperature controlled one, and the tip is at the end, but the whole bit there up front to the blue bit gets hot, and you hold it like a club. They all come with a supplied stand, and this one comes straight, and you just bend the edges over and then you just pop your soldering iron on top. Number 8. Secure solder. It's not the most exciting of materials, but you do need it to melt along your copper foiled seams to keep your stained glass together. It either comes in spools or sticks, and the best one for copper foil is 60-40, which relates to the fluidity, and it means it's composed of 60% tin and 40% lead. 50-50 you sometimes see, and that's good for lead cane. Number 9, flowing flux. So what is the flux for? It's for cleaning the copper foil, and it's for making the solder flow along your copper foiled lines. You can buy it in liquid, paste or gel form. Number 10, polished patterner. Copper patterner changes the colour of your silver solder lines to a lovely copper colour. So if you want to keep them silver, you don't strictly need patterner. Nearly there. Number 11, hanging hooks and wire. Of course, you're going to have something to hang your amazing stained glass up with, so you're going to need some hooks, and you can get some different types of chain from DIY stores. And last but definitely not least, number 12, sensible safety items. It goes without saying that you need all of this whenever you make stained glass. You need some form of ventilation and a mask, a dustpan and brush. Safety glasses are an absolute must, and the gloves for when you're dealing with chemicals, and a basic first aid kit. So this is actually all you need to make stained glass. It's not so much, is it? I wouldn't recommend trying to hold it all together like this, but I just wanted to show you that it really does pretty much fit in 2 hands.